Good morning again. Today, this is the second part of the questions discussion on the topic trigonometric ratios of any angle. We have discussed the concept, the formula on the very first day, the day before yesterday. Yesterday we discussed few questions on the same topic, and today we are going to increase the number of the questions. We'll be discussing a few more questions in this class, in this session today. So please try to make the rough notes. You can make the soft note later. Just try to understand the concept, how to solve the questions. That is very important here. Okay, let me before solving the questions, let me revise all the things that we discussed earlier in the concept session. So this is first quadrant. In first quadrant, the angles are theta and 90 minus theta. This is 90 degree. That is the boundary of first quadrant and the second quadrant. In second quadrant, the angles are 90 degree plus theta and 180 degree minus theta. The boundary of third quadrant and second quadrant is 180 degree. In third quadrant, it is 180 degree plus theta. The angles are 270 degree minus theta. Similarly, the boundary between third quadrant and the fourth quadrant is 270 degree. The angle of the fourth quadrant are 270 degree plus theta and 360 degree minus theta. You can remember it in this way: 90 degree plus theta. If you increase small amount of angle, or a small value of angle, if you add here in 90 degree, it will go to the second quadrant. Similarly, if you subtract a small value of angle or the small angle from 180 degree, then the angle will lie in the second quadrant. That is 180 minus theta is in the second quadrant. 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta. Similarly, it goes on the other quadrants too. Next one, this is cast rule. So please remember it. This is very important here. CAST, first quadrant, second quadrant, I discussed in the earlier slide. So here, cos theta and sec theta will be positive. All positive. All the ratios will be positive. That is 6 trigonometric ratios. In second quadrant, sin theta and cosec theta will be positive. That is the value of sin and cosec for the angle in the second quadrant will be always positive. Similarly, tan and cot will be positive in the third quadrant. It means that the other ratios will be negative in these respective quadrants, like cos, sec, tan and cot will be negative in the second quadrant. Sin, cos, sec and cosec will be negative in this third quadrant, and sin, cosec, tan and cot will be negative in the fourth quadrant, while however all the ratios will be positive in the first quadrant. This also we have read in the earlier class. This is all about the change and no change of the trigonometric ratios, how it changes and how it doesn't change. We haven't discussed the derivation of this formula. We just to remember the result for our trigonometric ratios will be changed if the angle is expressed in the form of n into 90 plus minus theta, where the value of n is odd. If the angle is in this format, n into 90 plus minus theta, and the value of n is odd, that is, if the value of n is odd, then the trigonometric ratio changes as the following. That is, sine will be changed into cos, cos will be changed into sine. They are interchangeable. Tan into cot and cot into tan. Similarly, sec into cosec and cosec into sec. These are the complementary ratios. Please remember the complementary ratios: sine 90 minus theta, that is equals to cos theta. Tan 90 minus theta is equals to cot theta. They are interchangeable. Similarly, for if the value of n is even, then the trigonometric ratio doesn't change. The ratio remains same. Okay. So this is all about the cast rule and the change in the angle. So let's talk about the negative angles ratio. Sin minus theta will be minus sin theta, cos minus theta cos theta, tan minus theta minus tan theta, cot minus theta minus cot theta, sec minus theta sec theta, cosec minus theta cos minus cosec theta. Okay, I'm just trying to revise all the things that we discussed in the earlier classes. We will use these things here. So please try to fill this table yourself by writing this sin, cos, tan, cot, sec, cosec in this first column here, and 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, and 360 plus theta in this row. So please try to fill this table yourself and try to check it. And these are the values of the standard angles of the first quadrant, second quadrant. I request you to remember this table by heart. So we discussed these things, the complementary and the supplementary angles. I have added these things here. Complementary ratios. The complementary ratio of sine is cos. Complementary ratio of tan is cot. Similarly, the complementary ratio of cot is tan. complementary ratio of cos is sine, complementary ratio of sec is cosec, and the complementary ratio of cosec is sec. So please try to understand this. Let me elaborate it. Suppose sine theta 1 into cos theta 2 is equals to 1. If I have these two, sine theta 1 into cos theta 1 cos theta 2. Let me erase this one. Sine theta 1 into cos theta 2. If I have this product, if I see such types of product such that the sum of these two angles, theta 1 and theta 2 is equals to theta 1 plus theta 2, this is equals to 90 degree. Sometimes I may find such angles, like let me give you one example. Suppose I have sine 10 degree into cos 80 degree. If I saw such relation, if I saw such product, then I interchange either this sine into cos, or I can interchange this cos into sine by using the complementary relation. I can interchange this, I can replace this 80 degree with 90 minus theta. So wherever the sum of the two angles in the product form, especially if they are in product form and the sum of these two angles is 90 degree, in case of sine and cos, since they are the complementary pair, they can be interchanged. Similarly for tan and cot also it works in the same way, and for sec and cosec also it works in the same way. They are the complementary pairs. So similarly for supplementary angles, we'll not discuss in detail here. That the sum of the two angles will be 180 degree and the ratio will not be changed for this. Okay, we discussed these questions in the last class. So let me discuss the questions that we haven't discussed in the last class. Let me begin from the questions that we haven't discussed. So this is the question number 4C. I think we have discussed up to question number 4B in the last class. So please note this question. Find the value of sine minus 690 degree, cos minus 300 degree, plus cos minus 750 degree, sine minus 240 degree. Let me mention one thing here. Most of the times the angles are standard angles here. Standard angles, though the standard angles may not be of the first quadrant, they may be of the second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. Similarly, the angles might be for the second turn. The second turn I refer to something like this. Suppose if the angle, the line completes the whole complete turn, it completes 360 degree, and if it goes on increasing in the first quadrant and it goes by 30 degree, then it will be, the angle will be 360 plus 30 degree. 360 degree plus 30 degree, that is it will be equals to 390 degree. So similarly, it may go first round, it may go the second round, it may go the third round, it may go on and on the value of the angle. Okay, this line, it may rotate number of times to increase the value of angle. So this, most of the times these angles are standard angles. So if the angle is an standard angle, we'll just directly put the values of the trigonometric ratios of the standard angles. So let's use the concept. Let's solve this question. So write it along with me. Solution is given here, that is sine minus 690 degree, sine minus 690 degree, cos minus 300 degree, plus cos minus 750 degree times sine minus 240 degree. This is given, and you have to find the value of this, the product of these ratios here. So what I suggest is that you have to remember all the formula here. So if you see the negative angle ratio, just to replace the formula at first. Sine minus theta will be minus sine theta, cos minus theta, cos theta. Similarly, we can change these two by using these two formulas. Sine minus theta will be minus sine theta, and cos minus theta will be cos theta. This is the concept of odd and even function, though we don't read in this way in this level. Later you will read this by the concept of odd and even function. So sine, please mute yourself. Okay, so sine minus 690 degree. At the very first, what you have to do here is you have to use the ratio of the negative angle. That is sine minus 690 degree is equals to minus sine 690 degree. Okay, just put inside the bracket because there is a minus sign. Minus is a virus, so you have to put inside the mask. That is, this minus will interrupt your calculation, so please don't forget to put the bracket sign. bracket here. Okay, so cos minus 300 degree, though this it doesn't have any negative sign, that will come outside. Let me put this inside the bracket so that it can be treated differently. So this is cos 300 degree, plus this cos of negative, so again it will be positive, cos 750 degree times sine minus 240 degree is minus sine 240 degree. It's something like sine minus theta is equals to minus sine theta. So let me multiply these two, minus a into b, it will be minus ab, so minus sine 690 degree times cos 300 degree minus, see here, this plus into minus, this will be minus. Please be careful with the plus and the minus sign. The operation is very important here. So cos 750 degree times sine 240 degree. Now I have done one step, that I have changed, or I have changed the negative angle by using the formula, and we have got the simplified form here. Now let's do more thing here. We need to simplify it further. We need to replace it. So what I suggest you to see the angle and divide it by 90 degree. 690 degree divided by 90. Okay, each angle you can divide. So 0 and 0, this will be cancelled. 9 7 is 63. Okay, 9 8 is 72. So I am taking it 7 point something. So 7, this is the odd number. So let's increase it by 1. It will be even number. I suggest you to put the even number there, though you can solve it by putting the odd number also, because after putting the even number, you don't have the problem to, you don't need to think more about the ratio change and no change. So just put the even number there. So let's multiply it by 90 again. 8 into 90, it will be 720 minus sine 20 degree. यो भनेको के भने यसलाई यसरी बुझौं, 690 डिग्री छ, 690 डिग्रीलाई 90 ले कति टाइम्स आउँछ, 7 point something भएर आउँछ. 7 राख्यो भने अड नम्बर हुन्छ, त्यही भएर एक नम्बर बढाउने, अड नम्बर आयो भने एक नम्बर बढाउने, इभन नम्बर आयो भने त्यही नम्बरलाई राखेर मल्टिप्लाई गर्ने. 8 into 90, it will be 720. 720 is more than 690, so let's subtract it, minus 30 degree. 720 degree minus 30 degree. Again, cos, it will be 300 degree. 300, if you divide it by 90, it is 3 point something. 3 point something, again this is odd number, so you got 4 here. 4 times 90 is 360. So 360 degree minus 360 degree minus 60 degree. Though you can escape this step and directly write 4 into 90 here. Let me write it now for by multiplying it. Cos 750 degree, 750 degree, if you divide it by 90 degree, it will be something like 8 point something, I think. So 8 9 is 72, 72. So 720 degree. 750 is more than 750. 750 is more than 720 by 30 degree. So 720 plus 30 degree times sine. I think you understand it now. Now let me write it directly. 180 plus 60 degree. 180 plus 60 degree. Now let me simplify it further. It will be minus. This sign is already there. So something that come either minus or plus from here will affect this result here. So don't forget to put this minus sign. Sine 720 minus 30. Okay, 720 minus 30, it can be written as sine 720, as we told earlier, as I told earlier, it is 8 into 90. 8 into 90 minus 30 degree. You can directly, without writing this step, you can escape this step and you can directly come here. So 8 into 90 degree minus 30 cos 4 into 90 degree minus 60 degree minus cos 8 into 30 degree. Similarly, sine 2 into 90 degree plus 60 degree. Let me erase the things here. Okay, now let's use the formula. Let's count the quadrants, in which quadrant the angle lie, so that it can determine whether it is positive or negative. Okay, so let's count the quadrant. In which quadrant the first angle lie? Please tell me. 8 into 90 minus 30. In which quadrant it lie? Please tell me. This is minus is already there. So 8 into 90 means This is 1. Let's count the 90s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and minus. It means the angle will be in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, sine is negative. So sine of 30 degree times cos 4 into 94. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 into 90 minus 60. So it will again will be in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, the value of cos is positive. The value of cos is positive. So cos 60. You can either write cos 60 or simply, or you can write plus cos 60. So let's write cos 60 here. Cos 60 degree minus cos 8 into 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 into 90 plus 30. Again, it is in the first quadrant. I hope you understand this. We discussed in detail about these things in the earlier class. So in the first quadrant, it will be positive. So cos 30. You don't need to worry about whether the ratio will change or not. No sense with whether the ratio will change or not, because we have used the even number only. We have used the technique so that it will be easier for in the further step. Though you can use the odd number also. Sorry, the odd number also. So sine 2 into 90 means 1 into 2, 1, 2 to 190, 290s. 2 plus 60 means it will be in the third quadrant. Please correct me if I'm overlooking some things here. So it will be in the third quadrant. So it is negative minus sine 60 degree. Let's simplify it. Minus times minus is plus. So it is sine 30 degree times cos 60 degree. Minus times minus, this will be plus here again. So cos 30 degree into sine 60 degree. So these are all the standard angles of the first quadrants. We have reduced all the angles in the standard angles. Here is 690 degree. We don't know the value, but we know the value of sine 30 degree. We have reduced it in the standard angle of the first quadrant. Sine is a periodic function. Cos is also a periodic function. I think you don't know about the periodic function, but the periodic function means the function in which the value repeats. So 1/2 चाहिँ sin 30 मा हुन्छ भने sin को अरु नै भ्यालुमा पनि sin 30 हुन्छ. 1/2 हुन्छ. यो चाहिँ भ्यालु रिपिट भइरहेको छ. Or different values मा पनि 1/2 भ्यालु हुन सक्छ भनेको. So sin 30 will be 1/2, cos 60 again will be 1/2, plus cos 30 is root 3/2, and sin 60 is again root 3/2. Further, let's simplify it. It will be 1/4 plus 3/4, and this is equals to, if you take the LCM, it will be 4/4. This is equals to 1. Therefore, what we have got the result? We have got the result is 1. This is the value that is equals to 1. Please try to copy it first. I'll provide the slide later. You can make the notes after seeing the slide. You can see the PDF note while making the notes. Just try to understand the concept here. Okay. The main thing that you need to understand is the basic concept, the formula that we have used here. Okay. We have used the concept of the negative angle here. The concept of the negative angle, sine minus theta, cos minus theta. What happens? You need to understand that. Okay. So cos minus 750. We have used the concept of the negative and positive, the negative angles formula. The formula that we used next one is we have changed this angle here in terms of 720 minus 30, and it has 90 को multiple में express गर्यो. अनि त्यसपछि यहाँ पनि फर्मुला लगाएको छ. ल यति स्टेप सम्झियो भने त अरु त सजिलै छ. ओके. यो एंगललाई कसरी चेन्ज गर्ने? 90 ले डिवाइड गर्ने हैन. 90 ले डिवाइड गरिसकेपछि के गर्ने? कति टाइम्स आउँछ? अड आयो भने बढाएर लेख्ने, इभन आयो भने त्यही राख्ने हैन. अनि त्यसपछि त्यसलाई नम्बरले मल्टिप्लाई गरेर यसै ब्रेक डाउन गर्ने. एंगललाई ब्रेक डाउन गर्न जाने. एउटा चाहिँ फर्मुला जान्ने, अर्को चाहिँ एंगललाई ब्रेक डाउन गर्न जान्ने. दुईटा स्टेप जाने भने this question can be solved easily. So let's go to the next question. Question number 5A. These numbers are given by myself. So you can copy this in your in your note later. Just copy it with this number. Though you can solve the exercise questions also from the textbook. So let's solve this question. This is also very easy question. Here you just need to use the simple formula. Solution: sine 90 degree plus theta, sine 90 degree plus theta, cosec 90 degree plus theta, sine 90 degree plus theta into cosec 90 degree plus theta, cos minus theta into cot 90 degree plus theta, cot 90 degree plus theta. So now sine 90 plus theta, I think all of you know this formula. Sine 90 plus theta, this will be in the second quadrant. 90 plus theta. Pahla angle हेर्ने कुन quadrant मा पर्छ. 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant मा sine positive, and 90 र 270 मा angle change. 90 र 270 मा ratio change. Sorry. So cos theta. cos theta plus cos theta, or simply you can write cos theta into cosec 90 plus theta. Cosec 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta again is the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cosec is positive, so cosec 90 cosec will be changed into sec theta all upon cos minus theta. It will be cos theta into cot 90 plus theta. Cot 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, cot will be negative, so minus the ratio will be changed. Cot is changed into tan, so minus tan theta. Now this cos and cos is cancelled there, so this is minus here. So if a upon something minus b is something like this, if if the ratios like this comes, then what we can write here is minus a by b, or you can simply take the analogy of this 2 by minus 3. This will be equals to minus 2 by 3. So sec theta upon tan theta and minus here over here. Now let me check it again. Cosec 90 plus theta is sec theta, is correct. Sin 90 plus theta cos theta is again correct. Cos minus theta is cos theta, and cot 90 plus theta is again tan minus tan theta. So what we can do here is we can change this in terms of sin and cos. यदि प्लस माइनस केही पनि छैन टर्महरुको बीचमा, र सिम्पली रेशियो मात्र छ भने we can change in terms of sin and cos to reduce in the simplest form. Simplest form मा लानको लागि यसलाई के गर्ने, sin cos मा चेन्ज गर्ने. 1 by cos theta, it will be 1 by cos theta whole upon sin theta upon cos theta. Sin theta upon cos theta. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let me put this minus sign here. So this is equals to this cos theta and cos theta will be cancelled. So before that, let me reciprocal it so that you will avoid the confusion. 1 by cos theta into reciprocal भनेको टाउको तल खुट्टो माथि, यसको टाउको तल गर्दै खुट्टो माथि गर्दै के हुन्छ, cos theta by sin theta. So this cos and cos will be cancelled, and this is equals to minus 1 by sin theta, and 1 by sin theta is cosec theta, so minus cosec theta. This is your answer. You have to reduce it in the simplest form. The answer should be in the simplest form. You can use the formula whenever possible. You have to understand all the concept that you have read till now to solve any question of trigonometry. So let's continue to the next question. Sin minus theta tan 180 degree plus theta sin 180 plus theta sec 270 plus theta upon sin 360 degree minus theta cos 270 degree minus theta cosec 180 degree minus theta times cot 360 degree minus theta. So this is almost similar to the earlier question. The only thing is there are a larger number of the ratios here. You have to remember all the formula correctly. Okay, the only difference is the simplification that you have to do here. So let's do it again. Solution sin minus theta times tan 180 degree plus theta. I will be asking the formula, please be ready. Times sin 180 degree plus theta times sec 270 degree plus theta whole upon it is sin 360 degree minus theta sin 360 degree minus theta times cos 270 degree minus theta times cosec 180 degree minus theta times cot 360 degree minus theta. Okay, just a minute, let me receive one call. This is a very important call. Just a minute. Okay, I'm sorry for the disturbance. Please just try to understand, remember the formula. Okay, I'm extremely sorry for the disturbance. There was some important call, so I have to receive that. We have got this ratio here. Let's use the formula. Sine minus theta, it will be, please tell me the formula. Sine minus theta. Sine minus theta, it will be. Sine minus theta, it will be minus of sine theta. Please tell me the formula. Please don't hesitate to say. So tan 180 plus theta, it will be tan theta. Please correct me if I overlook anything here. Sine 180 plus theta, this will be in the third quadrant, so negative. Minus sine theta, ratio will not be changed. Sec 270 plus theta, two things will be there, ratio will be changed. Again, the angle is in the fourth quadrant, so it will be positive since it is sec here, so it will be changed, that is cosec theta whole upon sine 360 degree minus theta. Sine 360 minus theta, this 360 minus theta is the angle of the fourth quadrant.
Sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, the tan 180 degree plus theta माथि लेख्नु किन नलेख्नु भएको सर?
यहाँ चाहिँ tan theta किन यो 180 डिग्री प्लस थीटा बाट कसरी आयो भनेको?
यस सर, tan थीटा मात्र लेख्नु छ त.
tan 180 प्लस थीटा मा चाहिँ मैले के लेखेर यहाँ tan थीटा मात्र किन लेखे भने?
यस सर.
ल ठीक छ, तिम्रो कन्फ्युजन म दूर गरिदिहालौँ है त. वी हैव वन फर्मुला हियर, tan 180 प्लस थीटा भनेको के हुन्छ? tan, तिमीले क्लास मिस गरे जस्तो छ कि त पहिला क्लास बुझेन होला. 2 * 90 प्लस थीटा हुन्छ यो भनेको हैन. 2 * 90 प्लस थीटा यो भनेको कुन क्वाड्रेन्टमा आएर त? 180 भनेको यहाँनिर हुन्छ. 180 इन्क्रिज द एंगल विल बी इन द फोर्थ क्वाड्रेन्टमा tan थर्ड क्वाड्रेन्टमा tan के हुन्छ? पोजिटिभ. tan पोजिटिभ हुन्छ. सो प्लस राखे मैले, यहाँ माइनस राखिन. फर्स्ट कुरा. सेकेन्ड कुरा, द एंगल इज इन दिस फर्मेट n * 90 प्लस माइनस थीटा. इफ द भ्यालु अफ n इज इवन, n को भ्यालु इवन छ भने रेशियो चेन्ज हुँदैन. tan छ भनेपछि यहाँ पनि tan नै राख्नु पर्यो. यसलाई अर्को तरिकाले बुझ. 180 र 360 मा रेशियो चेन्ज. हामी यसको डेरिभेसन चाहिँ गरेका छैन है, यो फर्मुला हो के. मैले त्यत्रो टेबल सबै पढाएको छ नि हैन. हामी डेरिभेसन कसरी आयो भनेर हामीले डिस्कस गरेका छैन. बट यु हैव टु रिमेम्बर दिस रिजल्ट. यो रिजल्ट चाहिँ हामीले युज गरिरहेका छौं है त. सो tan 180 प्लस थीटा इज tan थीटा. दिस इज द फर्मुला. प्लिज रिमेम्बर इट है.
सर अघिको उमा चाहिँ प्रोसेसले गर्नु भएको थियो, त्यही भएर म सर कन्फ्युज भएको के.
ठीक छ, यु क्यान डु द्याट है. यो पहिला लेखेर अनि गर्न सक्छ. 2 * 90 प्लस थीटा गर्न सक्छ. सो sin 360 माइनस थीटा, sin 360 माइनस थीटा. 360 माइनस थीटा भनेको कुन क्वाड्रेन्ट? फोर्थ क्वाड्रेन्टमा साइन के हुन्छ? नेगेटिभ. सो डाइरेक्ट लेखौँ. 360 मा चेन्ज हुँदैन, माइनस sin थीटा. यु क्यान युज इट डाइरेक्टली इफ यु नो इट है. सो cos 270 माइनस थीटा, cos 270, द रेशियो विल बी चेन्ज्ड, द्याट इज 3 * 90 मा चेन्ज हुन्छ. तिमीलाई यदि झुकिन्छ भने त्यो सबै स्टेप गर्दा हुन्छ. मैले अगाडि गरिदिएको भएर यसमा नगरेको. दो इन योर एक्जामिनेसन यु क्यान डु इट. सो 3 * 90, 3 इज अड हैन. 270 र 90 मा चेन्ज हुन्छ. यो यसमा चाहिँ चेन्ज है. 270 र 90 मा चेन्ज हुन्छ. सो 270, द रेशियो विल बी चेन्ज इन्टु sin, and 270 minus theta is the angle of third quadrant, so minus of sin theta. Ratio is changed. Again cosec 180 minus theta, cosec 180 minus theta. Second quadrant, cosec is positive there, so cosec theta. म डाइरेक्ट गरेको छु यो कुरा चाहिँ. अघि म एक्सप्रेसन गरेको थिएँ. सो cot 360 minus theta is it is in the fourth quadrant, cot will be negative there, so minus cot theta. So this is now these ratios will be cancelled. Few ratios will be cancelled here. Let me see which will be cancelled. Minus sin theta and minus sin theta, these two are cancelled here. Again this minus sin theta and this minus sin theta are cancelled. Cos theta, cosec theta and cosec theta, these two are also cancelled. So what remains here is tan theta upon minus cot theta. As I told you earlier, if the ratio is in the division or product, just express it in the simplest form, that is tan theta upon cot theta. Tan theta upon cot theta, this will be equals to, now let's express it in sin and cos. So it will be minus sin theta upon cos theta, minus of sin theta upon cos theta, whole upon minus of sin theta upon cos theta, whole upon cos theta upon sin theta, cos theta upon sin theta. So let's do the reciprocal of that number in the denominator, or the ratio in the denominator. It will be minus of sin theta upon cos theta times sin theta upon cos theta. So it will be minus sine square theta by cos square theta. So this is equals to minus of tan square theta. This is your answer. So here what you can do is you can directly convert this cot in terms of tan. That will be 1 by 10. So you can directly solve it. Okay. So anyway, you can do it yourself. Please copy it first. $90 र 270 मा चेन्ज जनरली 90 270 360 र 180 आउँछ त्यो आयो भने चाहिँ 180 र 360 मा नो चेन्ज 90 र 270 मा चेन्ज भनेर बुझ्दा हुन्छ तर त्यो कन्सेप्ट चाहिँ खासमा त्यो अड भएर चेन्ज भएको इभन भएर नो चेन्ज भएको भनेर चाहिँ बुझ्ने सो लेट्स गो टु द नेक्स्ट वान sin pi minus theta cos pi minus theta tan pi plus theta cos 3 pi by 2 plus theta sin pi by 2 plus theta cot pi by 2 plus theta. This pi represents 180 degree. Sometimes this pi radian is given. Pi radian दिरा हुन्छ कहिले कहिले simply pi मात्र दिएको हुन्छ एंगलमा यदि pi दियो भने you have to understand this is pi radian. Pi मात्र दियो भने पनि what you have to understand that is pi radian. Okay, so that will be equivalent to 180 degree in degree measure. This is in circular measure, this is in degree measure. So 1 meter भनेको 100 centimeter भने जस्तै pi radian भनेको 180 degree. So I'll just give you the hint in this question and you have to solve it yourself. Solution, let me give you the hint only. This will be sin 180 degree minus theta times cos 180 degree minus theta times tan 180 degree plus theta whole upon cos 3 times 180. See here, this is 3 times 180, or simply you can say pi by 2 is 90. So 3 times 90 is 270 degree. You can directly write 270 degree plus theta times sin pi by 2 is 90. So you can write 90 degree plus theta cot pi by 2, and pi by 2 means 180 by 2. 180 by 2 is 90 degree. So 90 degree plus theta. So further you can use the formula now. Okay, do yourself after this. Use the formula and do it yourself. I hope you understand this. Let's go to the next question. Question number 6. There are different questions. A lot of questions are here. 6a, 6b, 6c, and 6d. Let me solve this separately. Here, as I told you earlier, you have to sort the angles. Here they are in the product form. So tan, right? That 1 into tan theta 2 यस्तो आइदिन्छ tan theta 1 into tan theta 2 something यस्तै केही है अनि कहिले के गर्छ भने कहिले यो एंगल प्लस यो एंगल इज इक्वल्स टु 180 हुने गरी चाहिँ सँगै दिइराको हुन्छ इज इक्वल्स टु 90 डिग्री हुने गरी दिइरा हुन्छ कहिले चाहिँ थीटा 1 सँग 90 डिग्री हुने एंगल चाहिँ राइट साइडमा हुन्छ र थीटा 2 सँग 90 डिग्री हुने एंगल चाहिँ राइट साइडमा हुन्छ जस्तो टु टाइपको एंगल हुनु भयो एउटा चाहिँ जस्तो कि कहिले के दिन सक्नु भयो tan 10 डिग्री इन्टु tan 80 दिने भयो हैन कहिले चाहिँ tan 10 डिग्री यो साइडमा दिन्छ हैन अब बीचमा यहाँ अरु केही पनि होला अनि राइट साइडमा चाहिँ tan 80 डिग्री भनेर दिइराको हुन्छ ओके सो व्हाट वी हैव टु डु हियर इज प्लिज ट्राई टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड द क्वेशन है क्वेशन चाहिँ बुझ्नु होला कहिले के गर्छ प्रोडक्टमा सँगै त्यस्तो टर्म दिन्छ जसको एंगलको सम 90 डिग्री छ कहिले के गर्छ त्यो सम चाहिँ 90 डिग्री हुने गरी एंगल चाहिँ राइट साइडमा दिएको हुन्छ सो लेट्स टक अबाउट द क्वेशन नम्बर 6a tan 90 degree times tan 27 degree equals to cot 63 degree times cot 81 degree. Okay, अब tan दिएन simply cot दिएको छ tan र cot they are complementary ratios, so try to understand they almost just you can focus on angles if tan and cot comes here. So 9 degree its complementary angle 27 degree is not its complementary degree complementary angle, so I can source the complementary angle on the right hand side 9 degree and 81 degree. Similarly, I have the other complementary pair that is 27 degree and 63 degree. Okay, these are the two complementary pairs here. So let's talk about this two. Tan 9 degree, tan 27 degree, cot 63 degree times cot 81 degree. So let's solve it. Solution. Tan 9 degree times tan 27 degree. This is equals to, see here, as I told you earlier, there is a pair, so let's make the pair here. 9 degree plus 81 degree is equals to 90 degree. So I can interchange this 81 degree by 90 degree minus 9 degree. Okay. Similarly, I have another pair that is 27 degree plus 63 degree. This is equals to 90 degree, and I can interchange this 63 degree by, I can replace this 60 degree by 90 degree minus 27 degree. So let's replace the angles here. Tan 9 is 90 degree. Sorry, 9 त हामीलाई अर्को साइडमा जाएछ नि, यसो गरौँ न, 81 लाई 9 लाई यतै राखौँ, 81 लाई अर्कोतिर लगाऊ, जुनलाई चेन्ज गर्छ त्यही राख न है। यो साइडमा 63 पनि छैन भने चाहिँ राइट साइडमा सुरु, राइट साइडबाट गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ 63 लाई त्यही राख्नु ल। अब यहाँ चाहिँ के गरौँ, यहाँ 9 डिग्री राखौँ किनभने हामी 9 लाई चेन्ज गर्नु छ। इट विल बी 81 डिग्री है, अनि यहाँ चाहिँ 27 डिग्री छ। 27 विल बी 90 minus 63. So 90 minus 81 degree times tan 27 is tan 90 minus 63 degree. So tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, as we know the formula. Cot theta, see here, be careful. Tan 90 minus theta भनेको के छ, cot theta. थीटा हुनुपर्छ भने जहिले ठिटै हुनुपर्छ जरुरी छैन। tan 90 minus 2 degree भयो भने it will be cot 2 degree. Okay, you don't need to worry about the angle here. Angle जेसुकै होस् फर्मुला त्यही नै हुन्छ। Okay, so tan 90 minus 81, it will be cot 81 degree. Tan 90 minus 63 degree, it will be equals to cot 63 degree. So this is very short answer. So this is equals to right hand side. Left hand side भन्दै स्टार्ट गरौँ है त। Therefore left hand side is equals to right hand side root. I hope you understand this. यसमा के गर्ने रहेछ, सिम्पली 9 र 27 लाई कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयरमा चेन्ज गर्दै भइहाल्यो। कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर यसको राइट साइडमा छ। सो त्यसको कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयरलाई 9 लाई चाहिँ 90 minus 81 लेख्ने, 90 minus 63 गर्ने। यहाँ फेरि सबट्र्याक्ट गरेर फेरि त्यही जाने हैन नि, सबट्र्याक्ट गरेर फेरि त्यही क्वेशनमै पुगिन्छ। सबट्र्याक्ट नगर्ने, युज द फर्मुला हियर। ओके, 9 डिग्रीलाई के गर्यो, 90 minus 81 गर्यो। यहाँ सबट्र्याक्ट गरेको छैन, यहाँ के गरेको छ, फर्मुला युज गरेको यहाँ चाहिँ। ओके, 27 degree is changed into 90 minus 63 degree, and we have used the formula, it is cot 63 degree. Let's continue. This is also very important question. Cos 25 degree cos 65 degree minus sin 25 into sin 65. So let me talk about this question. Here see the angles are complementary pair again. They are in the product. यहाँ cos को फर्ममा छ, cos र sin मा पनि नर्मली आउँछ। नर्मली के केमा आउँछ नि, एउटा tan र cot मा, र अर्को चाहिँ sin र cos मा यस्तो आउँछ है त, कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर हुने गरी। नर्मली चाहिँ जनरली अरुमा आउँदैन भने हैन, जनरली this comes here. So cos 25 and cos 65, you can see the pair of the angle 25 and 65, they form a complementary pair here. Okay, the complementary pair of the angles 25 degree and 65 degree. Are you trying to say anything? Is there anyone who is trying to say anything? Okay, let's solve this. Solution LHS cos 25 degree times cos 65 degree minus sin 25 degree times sin 65 degree, and this is equals to, see here, as I told you earlier, there are the complementary pair. Let's use it. 25 plus 65 is equals to 25 plus 65, this is equals to के हुन्छ यसमा त, 25 plus 65, it is equals to 90, and 65 is equals to 90 minus 25, right? Complementary pair छ भने राइट साइड खासै नहेर्दा पनि त्यस्तो धेरै फरक पर्दैन, कहिलेकाहीँ त्यतिकै कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयरकै कन्सेप्टबाट एन्सर आइहाल्छ तिम्रो। यहाँ क्वेसन के भने दुईटैलाई सबट्र्याक्ट गर्नु पर्यो, दुईटा जिरो हुनु पर्यो नि त हैन, दुईटा सबट्र्याक्ट हुनको दुईटै क्वान्टिटी बराबर हुनु पर्यो भनेको छ। एउटा sin 65 मसँग यहाँ छ, एउटा sin 25. So what I am going to do here is I am changing either this cos 65 and this will be changed into sin 25. म एउटालाई चाहिँ sin 25 बनाउँछु, यसलाई चेन्ज गरेर, ठीक छ। अनि यसको 25 लाई चाहिँ 25 यहाँ पनि छ भनेपछि यहाँ 25 यो 25 भइहाल्यो। अब यो 65 लाई चेन्ज गरेर मैले के बनाउँछु, cos 25। भनेपछि यसरी सोच्न थाल्यो भने त धेरै दिमाग हुन्छ हैन। सिम्पली त्यही भएर के सोच्छ, कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर छ, त्यही भएर कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर मध्ये दुईटालाई एउटालाई चेन्ज गर्ने, दुईटालाई है। सो लेट्स चेन्ज इट। तिमीले दुईटालाई चेन्ज गरे पनि त यसमा रिजल्ट त आइहाल्छ, तर दुईटाको एउटाको, यो दुईटा प्रोडक्टको एउटालाई चेन्ज गर, यो दुईटाको प्रोडक्टको एउटालाई चेन्ज गर। अर यु क्यान डु डाइरेक्टली टु बोथ अफ दिस, 25 लाई 90 minus 65, 65 लाई 90 minus 25 also you can do that. Okay, so let's change only one out of these two products, cos 25 degree. Please mute yourself if you are trying to say anything, just only unmute yourself at that time, otherwise I have to mute you. Okay, so cos 25 degree, cos 65 degree. So let me change this cos 65, that is it will be cos 90 minus 25 minus sine 25. Let me change this 65 again here, sine 90 minus 25 degree. So this will be equals to cos 20 degree, cos 25 degree, cos 90 minus theta is sine theta, so sine 25 degree minus sine 25 degree into sine 90 minus theta is cos theta, that is cos 25 degree. So here cos A, it is something like A into B and B into A. These terms, this quantity are same, so they can be subtracted. That is, these two quantities can be subtracted and that will be 0. Let me rearrange the term at first. Cos 25 into sine 25 degree minus cos 25 degree into sine 25 degree, and this will be equals to 0 because these two quantities are same and they can be subtracted, so that it will be 0. That is equals to right hand side. Therefore left hand side is equals to right hand side proved. There is another method of solving this question also. मैले अघि भने नि यसलाई केही पनि नगर्ने, sin 25 यो दुईटालाई sin 25 sin 65 बनाउन सक्यो भने त त्यहाँबाट पनि सबट्र्याक्ट गरेर 0 गर्न सकिन्छ। जस्तो 25 लाई 90 minus 65 गर्दियौ, 65 लाई 90 minus 25 गर्दियौ, सबट्र्याक्ट यो रिड्युस भएर sin 25 sin 65 मा जान्छ अनि दे विल बी सबट्र्याक्टेड एन्ड देट विल बी 0। अनि त्यसरी हेर्नु भन्दा यसलाई चाहिँ सिम्पली कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयरको कन्सेप्टबाट हेर त्यो अझ इजी हुन्छ हैन। सो लेट्स डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट क्वेशन। I'll just give the hint for this question. Tan 32 here, the complementary pair is not in this side. So tan 32's complementary is given in, that is 58 degree. It is on the right side. But 32 plus 58 is equals to 190 गर्न सकियो हैन। Similarly 53 and its complementary pair is 37 degree. Ratio cot को complementary tan हुन्छ। Similarly cosec को complementary ratio के हुन्छ, sec हुन्छ। Similarly angle पनि त्यहाँ म्याच भइराछ। Once you can replace this 80 by 90 minus 10, 53 by 90 minus 37, 2 by 90 minus 58, and you will get the result. Okay, please do yourself. Let's go to the next one. Tan 9 degree, tan 27 degree, tan 45 degree is equals to tan 63 degree times tan 81 degree. So tan 45 degree, this is standard angle here. You can replace the value of tan 45 as 1 directly. Okay, let me give you the hint only here again. And we have the complementary pair again on the right side, 9 degree and 81 degree. Similarly 27 degree and 63 degree. Replace this 27 by 90 minus 63, 90 minus 63, and replace this 9 degree by 90 minus 81 degree. So you will get the result. So find the value of x. We have to simplify it and we'll get the value of x. Let me solve question number A for you. You can do B yourself. What you have to do here is, it's something like if you have the equation 2x plus 3 is equals to 5x, find the value of x. It's something like this. Though few trigonometric ratios are here, that makes the things complex here. So let me try to discuss this question here. Cosec solution, this is for A. Cosec 90 degree plus theta, cosec 90 degree plus theta times plus x times cos theta times cot 90 degree plus theta. Okay, and this is equals to sin 90 degree plus theta. अब यो LHS RHS गरेको गर्ने होइन फेरि यसमा फाइन्ड द भ्यालु अफ x भन्यो भने यसमा के गर्छ जस्तो हो, यसमा अलजेब्रामा के गर्थ्यो ट्याक्कै त्यही गर्ने। ओके, लाइक टर्महरुलाई सँगै राख्ने, सबट्र्याक्ट गर्ने, भ्यालु निकाल्ने। सो अब यसमा अलिकति मिक्सअप गरेको छ ट्रिगोनोमेट्रीको फर्मुलाहरु। लेट्स युज दैट। cosec 90 plus theta, cosec 90 plus theta, 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant cosec is positive, so it will be plus, and since it is 90 degree, ratio will be changed into sec theta, plus sec theta plus x times cos theta times cot 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta, again this angle is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant cot is negative, so let me write it minus, and the ratio will be changed since this is 90 degree, so you can write here minus tan theta, and this is equals to sin 90 plus theta. This is in the second quadrant, Sine 90 plus theta, this is in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive, so let me write here positive. Sine 90 plus theta, this is equals to cos theta. Okay, so let me simplify it further. It is equals to sec theta minus plus into minus is minus, so x cos theta into tan theta, and this is equals to cos theta. Okay, so let's simplify it further. Let's isolate this x, the terms including x on the other one side. x मात्र भएको टर्मलाई एउटा साइडमा पुर्याउने, बाँकी टर्मलाई एउटा साइडमा ल्याउने. यदि अरूमा पनि x थियो भने हामीले त्यसलाई दुईटा सँगै राख्छौं. अदरवाइज यु हेभ टु आइसोलेट x from the other terms. Sec theta minus cos theta, it will be equals to x cos theta into tan theta. Let's simplify it further. Sec र cos छ, यसलाई सिम्प्लिफाई गरौँ. सिम्प्लिफाई गर्दा के गर्ने, एउटै रेशियो बनाउन ट्राई गरौँ, अथवा यसलाई चाहिँ कसरी सिम्प्लिफाई गर्न सकिन्छ. लेट्स सी. सेकबाट cos त डाइरेक्ट गर्दैन. ओके, तर हामीले यसलाई चाहिँ 1/cos गर्यो भने we can get our reduced form 1/cos theta minus cos theta. This will be equals to x cos theta into tan theta. एउटा सिम्प्लिफाई गर्ने एउटा वे त बन्यो नि हैन, यतिकै त सबट्र्याक्ट त हुँदैन. सो यसलाई रेशियोलाई चाहिँ sec cos tan cot sec cos sec यस्तोलाई चाहिँ के गर्ने, sin cos मा चेन्ज गर्ने. जस्तो tan थियो भने sin upon cos गर्ने, sec थियो भने 1/cos गरे मैले. So let's take the LCM. It will be 1/cos 1 minus cos into cos, it will be cos square theta, and this is equals to x cos theta times tan theta. So 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta upon cos theta. This is equals to x cos theta times tan theta. Okay, so you can shift the terms on the other side also. Sin square theta, this will be equals to, it's something like a upon b is equals to ax. Okay, you can cross multiply it. Simply यहाँ यति छ भनेपछि यसलाई यता ल्याउँदा पनि हुन्छ. अब यो x किनभने यहाँ प्रोडक्ट फर्ममा छ हैन, कोसेन्ट फर्ममा छ, तिमीले क्रस मल्टिप्लाई गरेर यसलाई यता ल्याउँदा पनि हुन्छ. नभए यो पुरै टर्मलाई चाहिँ जस्तै यहाँ 2x छ भने हैन, यो 2 लाई अर्कोतिर लानुपर्छ नि त. सिमिलरली लेट्स शिफ्ट द टर्म्स अन द अदर साइड. है त राइट साइडमा, लेफ्ट साइडमा लगाउँ यसलाई. So sin square theta by cos theta, it's already on the left hand side. So let's multiply this. It will be 1 by cos theta into tan theta. Cross multiplication गरेको है यसमा. It will be x. यो तल आयो नि त हैन, यता हेर त, यो त आउँछ नि त यहाँ. अब यहाँ माथि त केही छैन यसको तल, अथवा you can directly write here by keeping this sign bigger here. त्यो अपन मा चाहिँ अलि ठुलो बनाएर तिमीले त्यसरी पनि गर्न सक्छ है त. म त्यो 1 अपन राखेको छु. We can write 1 upon also. So let's simplify it further. It will be sin square theta by cos theta into, again here it is cos theta. So see here, something times something, you can multiply sin theta by cos theta. I am changing this tan in terms of sin and cos, so that our simplification will be easier. Cos theta and sin theta, so the these two cos theta are cancelled. So what remains here is sin theta, and this sin theta is also cancelled. So what remains is sin theta upon cos theta. This is equals to x, or tan theta is equals to x. Therefore x is equals to tan theta. We have got the result now. So please try to solve this question number B yourself. I'll give this question in assignment. This is assignment, okay? Do yourself. Just use the basic concept that we have read here up to now. Okay, these are the questions from a textbook. I'll discuss these things. I wish to discuss these things in detail here. I wish to discuss this question number A and question number C, so that you can solve this question number B and D yourself. These are very important, very important questions. Okay, so let's talk about question number 4A at first. Please make notes. I'll upload the solution as well as this PDF and this video on YouTube as well as in Teams. Please see there. 4A, sin pi by 8, sin pi radian by 8 plus, minus sin 7 pi radian by 8 plus cos 5 pi radian by 8 plus cos 3 pi radian by 8. This is very important. We have to prove this whole term is equals to 0 on the right hand side. So few things come here. One thing, the ratio. What is the ratio? And second thing, the angle. So we have to subtract all these terms. अब यहाँ के हुनु पर्यो भने हामीले होल टर्मलाई कसरी चेन्ज गर्नु? जस्तो a छ भने त्यसलाई चाहिँ माइनस a खोज्नु पर्यो. कसरी माइनस a बनाउन सकिन्छ? b छ भने माइनस b खोज्नु पर्यो भने जस्तै. ओके, यहाँ एउटा रिजल्ट पनि हेर्दा राइट साइडमा एउटामा 0 छ, दुईटा खालको क्वेशन छ. राइट साइडमा 2 भएको एउटा खालको क्वेशन छ. हामी 0 भएको क्वेशन, 0 भएको राइट साइडमा 0 भएको टर्मलाई हामी एउटा वेमा हामी एक्सप्रेस गर्छौं, एउटा वेबाट सल्भ गर्छौं, र राइट साइडमा 2 भएको क्वेशनलाई हामी अर्कै वेबाट सल्भ गर्छौं. दिस वर्क्स जनरली फर अल द क्वेशन्स इन योर टेक्स्ट बुकमा भएको चारवटै क्वेशनलाई काम गर्छ त्यो टेक्निक युज गर्यो भने. सो रेशियोस हियर इट इज साइन एन्ड साइन. साइन र साइनलाई एज अ दुईटालाई क्यान्सल गर्नु पर्यो, तर एंगलले यहाँ असर गरिरहेछ त्यसै एंगललाई चेन्ज गरिदिउँ. अब यहाँ जेले असर गर्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामी चेन्ज गरिदिउँ, काट्नु पर्यो नि त हैन. त्यसै अब यो पाई बाई 8 र 7 पाई बाई 8 जनरली म तिमीलाई एउटा आइडिया दिन्छु. 0 छ भने राइट साइडमा 0 छ भने सर्च फर supplementary pair. Supplementary pair means the sum of the angles must be 180 degree. Generally भने चाहिँ सधैँ नहुनै सक्छ, कहिलेकाहीँ यो आइडिया फेरि पनि खान सक्छ, तर तिम्रो टेक्स्ट बुकमा र क्लास 9 मा तिमीले गर्ने क्वेशनहरुमा नर्मली यसलाई काम गर्छ यो टेक्निकले है. सो सी हियर यो सब्ट्र्याक्ट गर्नु पर्ने छ दुईटालाई हैन. अब यहाँ साइन र साइन त काट्नु पर्यो नि त. यहाँ सप्लिमेन्ट्री किन लेखेको त्यो कन्सेप्ट बुझाइदिन्छु है त. साइन र साइनलाई काट्नु पर्यो, सप्लिमेन्ट्री लियो भने त रेशियो चेन्ज हुँदैन, कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री लियो भने त रेशियो चेन्ज हुन्छ. भनेपछि साइन र साइनलाई काट्न अलिकति गाह्रो हुने भयो है. सो व्हाट वी नीड टु डु इज वी नीड टु टेक द सप्लिमेन्ट्री रेशियो सो दैट रेशियो चेन्ज भएन तर एंगल चाहिँ चेन्ज भयो. सप्लिमेन्ट्रीले हामीलाई एउटा हेल्प गर्यो के, यसले के गर्छ रेशियो चेन्ज गर्दैन, रेशियो नो चेन्ज हुन्छ यसमा, तर के चेन्ज हुन्छ एंगल चाहिँ चेन्ज गरिदिन्छ यसले. र कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री के गर्छ, कम्प्लिमेन्ट्रीले कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर खोज्यो भने यसले रेशियो पनि चेन्ज गर्छ र एंगल पनि चेन्ज गरिदिन्छ. दुईटै चेन्ज गर्यो त्यसै हामीलाई त रेशियो त चेन्ज गर्नु छैन, साइनको ठाउँमा त साइनै भयो, ठिक छ हामीलाई काट्न मिल्छ नि हैन. सो लेट्स सर्च फर द कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर हियर. सी पाई बाई 8 एन्ड 7 पाई बाई 8. अब अर्को कुरा पनि भन्छु मैले यहाँ, भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट. कहिलेकाहीँ यहाँ पाई बाई 2, पाई बाई 3, पाई बाई 6, पाई बाई 4 यु मे फाइन्ड सच भ्यालुज. यो भनेको त स्ट्यान्डर्ड एंगल हो. दिस इज 90, दिस इज 60, this is 30 and this one is 45 degree. यदि यस्तो एंगलहरु आउँछ भने पाई बाई 2, पाई बाई 3, पाई बाई 4, पाई बाई 6 यस्तो टाइपको एंगलहरु आउँछ भने in such types of angle directly replace the values. Value directly replace गर्ने. जस्तो sin 90 भने त 1 हो, त्यसको ठाउँमा 1 रिप्लेस गरिहाल्ने. तर यदि यस्तो एंगल, यदि जुन नन स्ट्यान्डर्ड एंगलहरु आएको छ भने आइदर सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयरहरुबाट जाने अर कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री पेयरबाट जाने. तर हाम्रो एन्सर त दुईटैबाट आउँछ फेरि है, सप्लिमेन्ट्री कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री दुईटैबाट आउँछ. हामीले यो 0 सप्लिमेन्ट्री लिएर आउने कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री लिएर नआउने होइन. वी क्यान सल्भ बाई डिफरेन्ट वेज, कम्प्लिमेन्ट्री सप्लिमेन्ट्री जुनले पनि हुन्छ. तर 0 जनरली छ भने सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर लेख्यो. तर यहाँ स्क्वायर नभएको केसमा है, स्क्वायर भयो भने त 0 आउँदैन. स्क्वायर छैन यहाँ, प्लस राइट साइडमा 0 छ भने चाहिँ सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर. सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर भन्नु म यत्रो बेर भनेको कुरा के हो भने लेट्स सी. पहिला यहाँ म अलिकति लेफ्ट साइडमा यसलाई सल्भ गर्छु के. सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर मिन्स द सम अफ द टु एंगल्स मस्ट बी 180 डिग्री or in case of radian it must be pi radian. Okay, radian छ भने त्यसलाई हामीले के भन्न मिल्छ pi radian. Complementary छ भने what we can say the sum must be 90 degree, that is pi by 2. So let me solve the pair here. Pi by 8 plus 7 pi by 8 दुईटा एंगल जोड्यो भने what will be the sum? The sum will be 8 pi by 8 that is equals to pi, that is 180 degree. Similarly, what we can change, instead of 7 pi by 8, I can change it as pi minus pi by 8. Angle change भयो, ratio त्यही नै रहन्छ किनभने 180 छ यो. 180 भनेको के हो 180 degree. So similarly, I have the another angle that is 5 pi by 8 plus 3 pi by 8. दुईटा जोड्यो भने के आउँछ, यहाँ पनि pi नै आउँछ. 5 pi by 8 is equals to pi radian minus 3 pi by 8. कहिले यहाँ पाई नआएर 2 पाई 3 पाई 4 पाई पनि आउन सक्छ. त जनरली पाई नै आउनेवाला क्वेशन छ तिम्रो टेक्स्ट बुकमा. जस्ट त्यतिलाई चाहिँ अलि फोकस गरेर पढ. सो दिस विल बी इक्वल्स टु, नाउ लेट्स चेन्ज द एंगल्स. sin pi by 8 minus sin 7 pi by 8, it will be pi minus pi by 8. Here I have changed it. So plus cos 5 pi by 8 plus cos 3 pi by 8. This can be changed. Changes. Sorry, 5 pi. I'm sorry. 5 pi by 8 को ठाउँमा के लेख्नु पर्यो 5 pi by 8 को ठाउँमा जुनलाई चेन्ज गर्ने हुन्छ है minus 3 pi by 8 plus cos 3 pi radian by 8 and this is equals to sin pi radian by 8 minus here sin 180 minus theta मैले अघि नै भनिसकेको छु 180 minus something हुन्छ भने थीटा छ भने थीटा हैन यो sin theta नै हुन्छ so 180 minus pi by 8 it will be minus sin pi by 8 plus cos here 180 minus theta cos 180 minus theta this is equals to cos theta so minus of cos theta is 3 pi by 8 here so let me write it is 3 pi by 8 plus cos 3 pi by 8 this is equals to sin pi radian by 8 minus sin pi radian by 8 minus cos 3 pi radian by 8 plus cos 3 pi radian by 8. So now let's subtract this. These two will be cancelled here because the terms are same here almost. They are same here. So this is equals to 0. Therefore this is equals to right hand side. Therefore LHS is equals to RHS proved. Okay. So I'll give the hint for the second question. Just try yourself. Just search for complementary pair or CND. If you cannot solve it, I'll solve it in the next class. Okay. Search for complementary pair. That is the sum of the angle must be either pi by 2 or odd multiple of pi by 2. That is 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, something like this. Okay. Please solve it yourself. Otherwise, if you cannot solve it, I'll solve on the next class.
सर सेकेन्ड स्टेपको फेरि एकपटक भन्दिनु न सर
सेकेन्ड स्टेपमा यहाँ हेर त यो माथि यो यस्तो जोडी लिएको बुझाछ यो दुईटालाई पाइ हुने गरी लिएको छ मैले सप्लिमेन्ट्री पेयर हुने गरी ल्याएको छ हैन बुझाछ यता लिएको यो पाइ बाइ 8 र 7 पाइ बाइ 8 जोडिनु कति हुन्छ पाइ हुन्छ 180 डिग्री हुने गरी ल्याए अब यो 7 पाइ बाइ 8 भने त कति छ हेर त हाम्रो यतापट्टि इट इज पाइ माइनस पाइ बाइ 8 इजन्ट इट पाइ माइनस पाइ बाइ 8 यो पाइ बाइ 8 त उता जान्छ नि त पाइ माइनस पाइ बाइ 8 जस दुईटा मध्ये एउटालाई चेन्ज गर्ने के पाइ बाइ 8 र 7 पाइ बाइ 8 मध्ये एउटा चेन्ज गर्ने मैले पाइ माइनस पाइ बाइ 8 भयो सिमिलरली पाइ 5 पाइ बाइ 8 छ यहाँ 5 पाइ बाइ 8 भने कति निकालेर राखेछु मैले यहाँ पाइ माइनस 3 पाइ बाइ 8 पाइ माइनस 3 पाइ बाइ 8 ठीक छ बुझ्यौ तिमीले
बुझे सर बुझे
Okay, thank you everyone. Now let me give you the assignment. Please make proper notes. I'll attach these notes along with the YouTube video as well as I'll put this file in the Teams section also. Please solve these questions. Do each assignment. Next week I'll see your assignment. Okay, and next week we'll start a new topic that is transformation, reflection, rotation. Please revise the formula if you have read it in class 8. I think you have read this in class 8 or both in C math as well as in O math. Thank you everyone. Have a great day.
Trigonometry bhaiya.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Trigonometry, so compound angle and proof of some harder identity is remaining. एउटा topic छ. I think that will take almost 2 weeks. 6 दिन जतिमा भ्याउँछौँ हामी त्यो trigonometry चाहिँ है. अब हामी नयाँ topic तिर जान्छौँ. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, sir.
Okay, bye bye.